folks, it's Jake. Just slurping on my juicy juice box. I'm been slurping these suckers down, but I wanted to let you know that this episode is kind of marketed as a Games Connect Us All podcast episode, but in reality, I don't think that we're gonna have these power hours, they're so-called power hours, as part of the podcast. So welcome to our very first power hour, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next week for the podcast again. Enjoy the episode. Hello, it is I, Jake.
Hello, I'm Connor.
And welcome to another installment of Games Connect Us All, the show where we talk about games and connect us all.
Yes.
So, for any audio listeners, this episode is going to be largely visual, accompanied by visuals.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of elements here that you are probably going to want to watch. Because why don't you explain what we're doing first?
Yes.
Then we'll explain that part.
Luckily, anyone on Spotify, if you are able to, can watch video, but this will also work as an audio episode. There just might be some moments in it where we're discussing something visual. But
right.
As you can see, if you're watching, and if you're on audio, we're about to explain, we are currently playing the game Fortnite, because we are going to talk about not only the cultural impact, but also the history and personal impact of Fortnite while playing the game.
Right. We came up with this idea, mostly Jake came up with this idea actually, because the inspiration for the podcast itself was that we usually, whenever we play video games, we always have really deep discussions for some reason.
Yeah.
And it seems that our mind works better when we're playing a game and we have part of it preoccupied. So we figured, why does not try this?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But there are moments where we are going to be talking about the game just because to some degree you have to have communication.
Right.
But we will also try to make sure that this is a pleasant experience for the listeners at home as well.
Yes, and we're not going to be like, it's not just going to be us playing Fortnite, it's going to be us discussing, so like, we're not going to be sitting there talking and then randomly just be like, no!
Right.
So, I guess without further ado...
Oh, one more thing. I am currently streaming as well, so if you hear me say something, somebody pops in and says something to chat, that might happen, and we might go off of that. Also, I might just I might say things a little bit differently because I am also streaming at the same time, but we will have a record of it, and I think in the future, we can advertise this beforehand, and we can say that if you want to join the podcast live, and join Games Connect Us All live, that we will be streaming that the power hours, as we have decided to call them, from here on out. But I think Jake is right. Without further ado, we should just jump right in.
Yes.
I think I am going to turn off this music, though. Let's get a little bit annoying.
And for those of you listening, actually for those of you watching specifically, the gameplay will be from my perspective. But if you want to see Connor's perspective, check out his stream.
I probably will end up uploading the my VOD to the YouTube channel, so that's like a little bit of a bonus, and it will be obviously raw footage.
You have to just like call it the raw cut.
The raw cut of Connor's perspective.
Yes.
All right, here we go. So, start us off, Jake. What are we talking about?
Well, I was actually going to ask you to tell us how long have you played Fortnite, and like what is your a little bit of your history with the game throughout the years that it's been out?
So my personal experience with the game, I've been playing since season 3. Actually, I think I played a little bit of season 2. I just didn't get like the battle pass, and it was like towards the end of it. I don't really consider that it. I have the Dark Voyager skin. That's like my claim to being an OG. But been playing it for a long time. There are times where I like stop playing it for a while because it's a little bit, you know, uh, it can get a bit much
Yeah, and I
sometimes,
think
and I
we'll
don't
we'll
really like
probably get
everything.
into that too.
Right. I'm turning
Um,
down my volume a lot.
so I guess another immediate topic that we can talk about, seeing that the balloon bus has a 5 on it. Fortnite has been around for 5 years.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Like,
Right? It
it's
doesn't
like
feel
hard to
like it's
think
been
about.
5 years since this game came out because I remember being in, however, whatever grade I was. I was in grade school and having someone tell me, like, there's this game called Fortnite.
Right? I remember specifically,
And, like, I wrote it down because I didn't have a phone, which is, like, goes to show this game really has been around for longer than it feels like.
right?
Like, I,
Like,
I wrote down, like, Fortnite on my math homework. Like, and
I
because I was going to look it up on the computer when I got home.
remember a mutual friend of ours, two mutual friends of ours, we were in home ec class, and they were just like, they didn't describe it very well. What they said was, "Hey, give me my
I'm
sniper."
so sorry.
Like, they were like, "There's this game called Fortnite, and you can hide in a bush." Like that's basically what they told me, and I
I
was
know who you're
like,
talking about, and I can just imagine what they were like.
"Right,
Bro,
like,
bro, it's awesome. Dude,
bro, you
literally,
can
you hide
hide in
in a
this bush."
bush. Funniest shit
But
I've ever seen.
they were like, "You can hide in this bush, and you can come out and shoot people with revolvers." And I was like, "Holy shit, this game sounds violent. What the fuck?" And I actually played it. I was like, "This is not how you guys described it at all, but I enjoy it."
Yeah.
And I've been playing it ever since.
A
It's,
quick,
I've had my ups and downs with it, but
yeah,
ooh, that was dumb. Um, but yeah,
quick
what have you?
apology to anyone watching. The start of this, like, my gameplay was very choppy because, oh my god, there's a person attacking me. Get
Is
off my
there?
ass!
I am trying to heal myself,
I
quick,
killed him.
and then I'll come help you. Okay, cool.
Um, yeah, sometimes loading into the game on computer starts off very rough. We probably should have played a game before to, like,
Warm up a little bit and like see how
yeah,
the game reacts. That's
yeah,
okay.
but
It's okay. We're living in the moment.
that's true. The
We're living
moment.
in the moment.
So,
Um,
my Fortnite history. Is that where we were going with
yes.
this?
Yep.
Um, well, like I said, heard about the game from a friend in, like, 5th grade ish. Um,
Uh-huh.
and I went down, wrote it home, and the first thing that I did was I went home and, like, I had it written down. Before I looked it up, I wanted to check with my mom because my mom knows everything. And I was like, Mom, be honest with me. What's Fortnite?
And she was like, I imagine she knew everything about the game.
Yeah, she was like, listen, son, I knew this conversation would have to come one day.
Yeah.
Come outside. I'm going to teach you how to crank 90s.
Yes.
Um,
I feel like your mom knows how to crank 90s.
definitely. But she was basically like, I think it means 2 weeks. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
so it's a game where you have to survive for 2 weeks.
right.
So I went to
That's what
school.
actually I thought the same thing because
Yeah.
there was a game called 14 Days or something at the time. Um and I think it's still around the game. And where it's like a zombie apocalypse and you have to survive for 14 days. And
Yes,
I
I
thought it
heard
was
of
the
that.
same thing. And I was like, "Oh, cool. They just like changed the name or something." But nope. Balloons are back. I forgot about
I
that.
don't know how they work anymore. I kind of forgot, but getting there. But anyway, so I went back to school and was like, so what do you do for 2 weeks in the game? And my friend was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It had been, like, over the weekend, and I was gonna look it up, but I never looked it up because I was like, oh, it's like something to do with 2 weeks. I'll talk to him about it.
Right.
So I just was like, And he was like, no, it's a battle royale game. And then I was like, what does that mean? And he's like, remember when we used to play Minecraft Hunger Games? I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I think that's how they explained it to me too.
hmm I mean, really, if we're looking at the history of Fortnite as far as like battle royale goes, I feel like you can't skip out on Minecraft Hunger Games. That kind of like blew up the battle royale genre before Fortnite did almost.
Right. Well, there was Well, why don't we take a look at the history a little bit as well
Right.
while we're here? I mean, did you say everything you wanted to say about your personal
Yeah,
experience?
at least so far as to like how I got introduced to it, and
Right.
I know you said a little bit of how long you've played. I basically played. I guess it was like season 2. I know I have some stuff from season 2. It's like whatever that time period
I
was.
think I think I have the wave, which is a season 2 emote.
Yeah, I think I have that too.
And I think that was the only thing I got from season 2.
Right. So I've played on and off since then, mostly off, but
When we get to circle, by the way.
I don't personally. I think that uh, this game. I don't know why I said I think this game has been in my life since I started playing it in one way or another, mostly because of my friends, and like I did not think that I would be sitting here 5 years later still playing it right now.
Right. Jake, if you come back the other way to this giant balloon, okay,
Is it like
or
the
not?
Apex balloon type of thing?
Yeah, kind of. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Um,
I see a fella in the distance.
but so there is H1Z1, which I believe was the first like major
That's
battle
right.
royale game. But I don't think anybody ever actually played that game.
No, but I remember hearing about it as a thing. And that was a while ago.
Right.
H1Z1.
Right. And then there was can you move your head a little?
Move my head a little.
I just want to make sure your screen isn't frozen.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not. Okay.
Okay, good. We had some problems with my screen freezing before we started recording.
Yeah,
That we were.
but I think it's good.
Oh, there might be a person back where I am because I'm.
I would also like to point out
Slow.
for our viewers slash listeners, this is sort of like an experimental
Yeah.
episode. We're testing out the theory of power hours as like an episode format.
Yeah, because
because
the
we
power
think-
hours might end up not being a podcast thing. They might end up being their own thing too.
Right. This is something I would love to do on like the YouTube channel, even like as not like a.
Yeah, and we could even alternate, like we do a week of podcast and then a week of something like this too.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, if this doesn't work out, we can do that. But I think this is so far working out pretty well.
I just found something called Chrome Splash. I have no idea what that is.
Splash it on the ground in
I'm
front of
going
you.
to. Here, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I played a little
Okay.
bit last night.
Oh, all right. I'm great. I'm Chrome.
Now try I think it's sprint or shift, or sprint or no, like actual sprinting.
Oh, I don't have that.
What do you mean you don't have that?
There's not enough. Oh, oh, I'm goop. I guess it's 7 because it's hard to do it on keyboard and mouse to have all the buttons plus the.
Mine is
sprint.
left alt. Mine is left alt.
Oh, there's a person here. Oh, they have a truck made of chrome. I think they just
Yes.
disappeared.
So what's your so the history? So next we have PUBG, I believe. PUBG.
I
Was
think
kind
PUBG
of-
came before Fortnite.
PUBG
And-
definitely came before Fortnite, and that was like the main one that was like, oh my god, this is like a real genre of video game.
Yeah, because people
Um,
started getting like into PUBG.
Right. The problem with PUBG is that it like wasn't fun, for lack of a better term.
The first time that I got sick of Fortnite, pivotal point in my Fortnite career, if you want to call it that. I bought PUBG and I hated it so much that I tried to get a refund from the store.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh my god, I am like, sorry, I'm loaded right now. I have 3 gold
You're getting
weapons.
really good luck.
Um, but yeah, I got PUBG on my phone.
PUBG Mobile was a little more enjoyable than the real PUBG, because at least PUBG on your phone you could like have a chance of winning because it was pretty
I
easy.
won literally every single game I played on my phone.
That's right. Yeah.
Because
That's
I
right. It
was
was so easy to win.
because if you had ever played you could phase through walls?
Oh, when you have the Chrome thing, you can.
No.
Oh, you can just do it casually.
I guess so. Um
Oh, okay.
um but if you had any experience playing mobile games at all, like you just like destroyed
It seemed like everyone else on
everything.
there was like an actual grandfather who picked up their kid's phone and was like, "What?"
Right. Like what's this PUBG?
PUBG.
PUBG. Oh, we probably should get going.
Yeah.
Get moving.
So that certainly the battle royale genre certainly existed before Fortnite.
Yes.
Like as a general statement, because a lot of people like think that Fortnite kicked off the battle royale craze, but it really had already started prior to that, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree. If
Because like
you can double jump and dash, by the way.
ooh, yeah. In like in the gaming community, that is when battle royale became like a genre. Was with PUBG and that other game, Day 5 or whatever. H1Z1, oh my god.
H1Z5. Where did you get day 5 from?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't like that I become goo.
You don't like it? I love it.
Did you watch the So let's go a little bit further into like how Fortnite works, because I was going to say something, but I think that's best saved for later.
Okay.
So Fortnite starting off, it was just like a fun game. It was in open beta for a long time.
Most of the game it was. Like most of the
Yeah.
time that I played it.
Yeah, I think it was chapter 2 they finally changed that.
Right. So I guess kind of segueing from the previous thing before that, like then Fortnite came out.
Yeah, I guess we should probably go over that. So
Like-
Fortnite came out, and it became this huge craze, even bigger than PUBG.
Yeah, because like
Sorry, I kind of jumped around a little
yeah,
bit.
no, that's fine.
Yeah, it became this huge craze.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing it. I played it for a long time, and then there were our competitors, we'll say.
Right, and I mean the battle royale started with like in the gaming community. It started blowing up with PUBG, but when Fortnite came out, like battle royale genre started blowing up to people who weren't even gamers.
Right. Right. There's some people up here, by the way.
I'm seeing that.
So, but it's yeah. My mom played Fortnite.
My
Like,
mom also played Fortnite one time.
well, my mom played it like for like a month consistently.
Yeah, I don't remember if I think we talked about that on like the first episode.
I think we did too, and it's shocking because like everybody played it. Like you talk to literally anybody who's like our age, like
Anybody.
like 16 to 20-year-olds.
Mhm.
You talk to anybody, literally everybody's played it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you'd
I
be
had
hard pressed to
friends-
find someone who hasn't played it.
Yeah, and like it was the point where like Fortnite started with the kids in the school who already played games, and then all of a sudden it was like the football
Right.
players were sitting here playing Fortnite.
Right.
They destroyed you.
Come here. Come revive me. Come revive me. Because I was trying to snipe them from
Yeah,
above.
they're running towards me, so I can't revive you. But
Are they?
yeah. Oh God, I've lost my touch. Don't do this to me. These people are very good at this game, by the way.
Yeah.
To anyone
And that's
like listening
we'll-
from home, that is like a huge factor of what like destroyed
But
this game.
we'll talk about that later.
I
Jake.
know. I know.
Because that's part of like the history of Fortnite.
That's right.
So like, yeah, Fortnite.
I just
like,
wanted
you
to say
got-
that because I was getting destroyed by someone who was very good at the game.
Right, but it's
I think we're getting into a weird.
But you're right. Like you saw people who never even touched a video game in their life play Fortnite,
Yeah,
and that's like
absolutely.
it's crazy, because the fact that a game was able to do that is already pretty like crazy. Did you go back to lobby?
No, I'm actually turning my settings down to medium because I think that having the recording running and having Discord open is making my game kind of not run great.
But I think that the idea that a game was able to unify that many people is like insane.
Overnight too.
Overnight, yeah, it was like crazy.
And
By
suddenly,
by the time season 5 or 6 rolled around,
Yeah.
everybody was playing it.
oh yeah, and it was also like suddenly Twitch blew up too.
Yes.
I mean, the Fortnite broke the. I remember when Ninja broke the world record for like most people watching at one time. I think there was 1 million people watching a Fortnite
Right.
stream.
yeah, it like, and the thing is, I'm not going to say that Twitch didn't exist before Fortnite, but like, it is definitely responsible in a large part for the success that Twitch has had. Like
Because
before,
it got into the mainstream. Yeah. I'm
Right,
sure you were
before
gonna
it
say
was
something
like-
similar.
before it was like second fiddle to YouTube,
Yeah,
and like, but now it's like an actual competitor to YouTube.
right. And like
It would
people, like we said, people playing Fortnite who you would think would ever touch a video game, but like people watching Twitch too, who you'd never think would touch a video game. I think
Right.
that I guess I'll save what I was going to say for our towards the end of the episode because there's a lot of things that we can say about this game that we could conclude
Right.
with. So I'm going to save it.
okay.
But like the point is that suddenly everyone and their mom, literally everyone and their mom, was playing
Yeah.
Fortnite.
And that naturally bred that fertile ground for competitors, whether
Oh,
it be
certainly.
your Fortnite ripoff, which literally like took like the freaking the models and shit, or like very much copied the art style or certain like map elements, to like the actual like true competitors. The biggest one that almost took Fortnite down was Apex,
Yes.
which we'll probably do a power hour of Apex
too. Yeah.
at some
I
point.
mean,
as
Apex
well.
is the only game I feel like that came up to Fortnite's level and then didn't die.
Yeah,
There was a lot of,
one other one.
Realm
that was, like,
Royale, right?
that's
That's what
the
I'm
other
thinking
one.
of because that I would be down to like do a retrospective on that and like play it again and see what it's like.
I never played Realm Royale.
Wow, I remember playing it and I think I'd be very nostalgic for it at this point because it's been so long since that was something that everyone was playing. Like after Fortnite's first big wave of being a popular thing went around, like Realm Royale came around and it was based on Paladins, which like I was a huge fan of Paladins, which not very mainstream game, just rip off already of Overwatch.
Right.
So I was excited to see that like one of my fandoms, I guess, was getting a lot of attention as part of this Fortnite craze too.
So you like Paladins? You liked Paladins already?
I already
And then-
liked Paladins, and then when Realm Royale like started to come and people were actually talking about it as a competitor for Fortnite, I was like, oh hell yeah.
I almost got them. But yeah. But Apex is still around, and it's still
Yes.
going. It's still going strong. Like I play it, maybe not consistently, but I still play it every once in a while, and I'd love to be able to like do it competitively
Totally.
even.
And
Yeah, like it's
I'd say that Apex and Fortnite when they plateaued, they went together. Like they
They were on
the
equal footing.
yeah, they were the two defining features of the battle royale craze that just like
Yeah.
suddenly came and went between 2017 and 2020 was basically when it started to die down.
Right. And
I also have a very ironic thing that I kind of want to talk about, but we can also
Okay.
get to that later.
well, let's finish up with the
Yeah,
history of
let's
Fortnite.
let's get through more of the history.
So that happened, and that was like at peak Fortnite.
Yeah, like season 3, season 4.
No. Like season 5, 6, and 7, I would say.
That too. I'd say everything in that range. There was nothing in this present.
Well,
thing.
I'm talking mainly about like Apex and Fortnite's
okay,
plateau.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was around then. You're totally right about that.
So moving on from there, season 8, I think that's when people started to be like, like Fortnite's cool, but we've been playing it for a long time.
Yes,
Time to
totally.
find something else.
And that was around the time people started to move on, and people had gotten kind of their kick out of it. And I would say that the final, and I believe this was in season 9, but kind of the Grim Reaper knocking on the door of Fortnite was.
There's a person right here. Oh my god, they're building a fortress. Okay. I knocked one.
I think we can kill them. We can succeed. Maybe not. Maybe never mind. Maybe forget that.
Where are they?
They're like up here with me building a palace. But
If I can find their buddy.
oh god. Yeah, they're up here on top of all this stuff. But I'd say like
Ah, they're right here.
oh, okay. Sorry, people who are not using audio. We're having a very intense battle to the death. And then we lost.
Oh,
that was so sad because
we
they were good.
we could have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy was better than his teammate for sure. Oh, he's teabagging us now.
Damn.
Anywho,
Anywho.
as I was saying, the Grim Reaper,
Yes.
or I guess not the Grim Reaper itself, but the moment before the Grim Reaper struck, I'd say was the Fortnite World Cup. That was the last time that Fortnite was in everyone's brain.
I don't remember that actually.
You don't remember the
Like-
Fortnite World Cup?
No.
It was such a big deal. I think that one was like a record-breaking live stream too.
I don't remember.
It was
that.
season 9. It was in New York City. I believe it was in Madison Square Garden. And it
Wait,
was,
I think I do vaguely remember it.
Yeah, it was around the time of the Marshmello concert too.
That wasn't season 9. That's the Marshmallow concert was like season 6.
And Marshmello was like competed in the Fortnite World Cup because of the stuff in season 6.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
he was Ninja's teammate in the World Cup.
Is he really? That's
Yes.
awesome.
But I'd say like after the World Cup happened, suddenly like Fortnite, people didn't care as much about Fortnite.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Like
So
this guy, I think his name was like Booga or something. He was like crowned grand champion of Fortnite, and then it was over.
huh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
As far as the
Then I
big
feel
hype
like
train, because the community obviously is still huge,
right.
but you're not gonna see your buddy LeBron James playing Fortnite anymore.
Right, you're not going to see Fortnite in Endgame.
Yeah, in Avengers
Like-
Endgame,
It's
which is a whole nother thing. That was also towards the peak of its popularity too, in like 2018, I believe that was.
well, no. That's the thing. Everybody was like, "What the hell are they doing?"
I think when they
Because-
made it, Fortnite was popular, and then it came out, and Fortnite was not as popular. It was very
Yeah, and it was
unfortunate.
so weird.
Yeah,
Because I remember being like, "What the fuck are they doing?" Like this is
I
Fortnite's
hated
not, like-
that. That really brought the movie down a lot. Not gonna lie.
Did it really? It brought it down that much for you?
It did. It's so cringy that they would put Fortnite in.
That's fair.
Avengers,
especially
because
in
it's so
that
dated.
context.
Watching it now,
Yeah.
I guarantee you'll get to that scene and be like, "Ooh, this is horrible."
Right.
Oh dear, Connor's lost his life already.
Carnage killed me.
Oh, I think he's getting revenge for everything that I just said about Marvel.
um. So, moving on from that, it was around season 7, 8, and 9 where people were like, "I don't really care about Fortnite that much," and then season 10 happened, and then you weren't like allowed to play Fortnite for like 2 days straight. Do you
That was
remember
a
that?
huge that was the actual Grim Reaper because everyone was mad when that happened.
I was mad
The
because I
people who
wanted to
still
play.
the people who still played were mad, and
Like looking back, it makes sense because they changed a lot. Like it was a complete overhaul of the game, and I think that's when they officially changed from open beta to like um like the game act technically being released.
I think so. It was either that or it
Um,
was when they came out with Chapter 2 or whatever.
that's
Oh,
yeah,
that was
something like
after
that.
season. I don't know. I don't know the history very well.
That's right. No, you're right. You're right. I forgot that season X wasn't chapter 2 for some reason. Like for some reason in my mind they're like the same thing. But um that was like a big thing. Like people you couldn't play they so for context for anybody who wasn't playing Fortnite at that point in time, the the main thing that what that was that in crossing over from season X to season or from season 9 to season X, they literally stopped gameplay. It was like supposed to be like this whole black hole event where like everything got sucked into this like one little like nexus point or something, and all you saw on the screen was like this giant X and like a black screen, and you literally could not play Fortnite for like 2 days straight. Like the game wouldn't let you, and people were mad. I was mad, and like looking back, it made sense, but like at the time, they gave us no explanation at all. So it was just like a. It was framed as a lore aspect, but and then it just wasn't. It didn't have a payoff, I don't think, and I think that
Yes.
killed it.
Thank you for
Something
taking
else.
over while I was trying to battle this
That's
person who
okay.
just like
It's okay.
ruined my career.
Something else that also killed the game is just people being too good.
Yeah,
Um,
and I was gonna touch on this earlier when I got killed by someone, but like the game is not as easy as it used to be, which is funny because you'd think that with it dying out, the good players would stop, but the good players are the only ones who stayed because they could keep winning.
right. And the thing is, and the time that I said like seasons 7, 8, and 9, that's the time when people were like, I can go into creative mode. That's what it was.
Mhm.
They could go into creative mode, which is like a sandbox thing for people who haven't played the game. And you can literally practice to your heart's content. And I think people just
Yeah,
went in there and practiced and got really good at building. And it's
and it wasn't
something
about
that,
the gun. Like the portion of the game that was guns had pretty much nothing to do with it anymore.
right.
Because you
So
just had to
like,
be able to build a wall around someone and then like edit into it and shoot them, and that is all that it took
right.
to
The
beat
game used to
anyone
be
who
like,
wasn't as good as you.
the game used to be 75% gunmanship and then 25% building. And then it just completely flipped on its head.
To like
Um,
90% building and
right.
almost nothing to do with guns.
And I'm one of the few players who like actively refuses to build. Like,
Yeah.
which in some circumstances completely kills me, but in some circumstances also helps me because people expect me to like go into build fights with them, and then I just like shoot them
Yeah,
because
shoot
they're
them
trying to
down and kill
build.
them.
Yeah,
There's no better feeling.
yeah, it is nice.
If there's
But that was
anyone watching the perspective, they'll know that I'm pretty much the complete opposite of that.
right.
Because when the building craze came around, I joined right in because I didn't want to I stopped enjoying the game because of how much people were building. So I said, you know what? I guess I have to. If you can't beat them, join them.
Right. And I always like played on controller up until like the end of like when it started dying down was when I was like when I finally got a PC, and that was when I like but I still so all that whole time I never built because like I did because there's like builder mode on like controller or whatever, and that like made it easier. But I never really was a builder. I was always the guy with the gun that was just like, I'll shoot you down, you know?
Yes.
Getting shot at. Okay.
But in summary, there were a lot of things that contributed to the death
One
of
other
Fortnite, or the fall
one other
of
major
Fortnite.
thing I would like to say here is the community was also getting very toxic.
Oh, definitely.
Like your cringy 12-year-old nephew became the face of Fortnite, and that like
Wait, that's
brought
true.
everybody's
My 12-year-old nephew played it and like made me not want to play it anymore because I was like, is this what I'm like?
For the record, I was not specifically saying your 12-year-old nephew.
I know, but it's funny because it's true. And if my nephew is watching this, sorry, but you were 12.
But that contributed a lot to the end of it as well.
It did,
And
because suddenly, and also the main demographic of Fortnite in 2017 hit puberty. And when you
Right.
hit puberty, you start to hate everyone who didn't hit puberty.
Yeah, right?
And it was kind of like, oh, you still play Fortnite? You clearly don't have any balls.
True.
So that was a big shift because people started to grow out of it.
Right. So ever since then, there hasn't been much of a change ever since then. There's been ups and downs with the popularity, but nothing has been really significant enough, I think, to mention.
It's wiggled around in its coffin, but it's never gotten back out.
Yeah. It's really. I just started imagining a corpse rolling around in its coffin. No, not rolling, wiggling. Just like. Wait, Jake. Hang on. Look at me.
I'm more imagining a coffin that has just sat there for like 20 years and then it just like goes and wiggles once. That's what Fortnite is.
Yes. So, what's next on the topic list?
I guess we could
That's
just
pretty
kind
much
of,
it for the history.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we could pretty much just conclude the history with saying that there's still a fan base for the game. A lot of Connor and I's mutual friends have a Fortnite love for Fortnite.
Addiction.
That's what I'll call it.
Addiction.
I didn't say it.
I did.
But we have a lot of friends who
They'd
are
agree
really
with
into
me.
it.
They'd agree with me.
They would agree. And I won't leak one of our friends' amount of hours that they have on this game because they told me, and I was
Oh my god.
in shock.
Well, the amount of hours I have on this game are kind of
I know when I see
shocking,
my
too.
own
between the Switch, my Xbox, and PC, like it would be insane.
Yeah. But yeah, Fortnite, it stayed around for me because I have a huge group of friends that
Whoa! I just accidentally jumped like light years away from you.
Oh,
I didn't know what the thing did.
it's okay. I'll just come to you anyway. We're pretty much done here. But so I've kept up with it because my friends are obsessed with it and have always kept me in the loop about it.
Uh-huh.
So I do understand like what has happened with the game, and I don't really care about it anymore.
Yeah. It's like it's fun to hop on and play every once in a while, but it's not something that I like actively keep up on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I go through phases where I'm like, I want to play Fortnite a bunch, and then I don't.
Yeah. And it'll sometimes for me, I'll be sitting at my computer and be like, I want to play a game that actually challenges my computer. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Like visually.
Just in general, because most of the games I play are very like indie and
Yeah.
not
Okay, that
intensive.
makes sense.
So I'll be like, why don't I play around a Fortnite just so that I can remember why I spent all this money on a computer? And then I
That makes sense.
play it, and I get to like 3 people left, and then I get shot and die, and I'm like, well, that was a waste of my fucking time.
You know what I would like to talk about real quick? I don't know if it's on your topic list or not.
We could talk about it.
How
Whatever it
much
is.
money have you spent on this game?
Okay, this was gonna be my next topic. Was how much
Okay.
money, and like the economy of Fortnite. I was actually gonna
Okay.
lean towards this anyway.
Cool. We're on the same wavelength.
I
So how
haven't
much money
checked.
have you spent?
I haven't checked
have-
in a while, but there was a time
don't
when
know.
I did.
How do you check?
Uh,
Can you check?
I checked through the Xbox app. Like my
Ooh.
Xbox app purchases. Most of my money spent on this game was on the Xbox app.
There's a website you can actually use. After this
Oh,
game,
really?
I'm gonna
Okay.
look at mine. Yeah, because there's a website that calculates the value of your account based on like how many skins and stuff you
Okay.
have.
That's cool.
So after this game, I will look at that, see. But I have spent probably well over $1,000 on this game.
Over 1,000?
Yeah, I would say.
Really?
Well, maybe not quite.
Because I don't think I've spent quite that much, and I think that I've definitely spent more on it than you have.
I don't think you have.
Really?
Do you know how many skins I have? I have
No.
a lot.
We should compare.
I have a
I have a
lot.
lot too.
Oh, I'm getting shot at.
Oh dear.
Not for long though. They're not very good.
Yeah, I see that.
This gun is not very helpful sometimes.
Oh, this guy's almost dead too now. Nice. But when I checked, just on Xbox, and I've been playing on PC since like Season X.
Uh-huh.
But on Xbox, which I played seasons 2 through 10, I spent $500, which I heard, and I was like, if I could sell all the shit that I have in Fortnite and have $500, my life would be so much better.
Then you can sell accounts. It's
But
just
it's
like
not, the value's obviously not the same.
right. Also, there's also the side effect of like I think that's illegal in terms of not illegal. It's like against Fortnite's policies or something.
Yeah.
So you like,
You have to,
which makes sense.
if you're gonna sell it, it has to be like to a friend or something.
Right. But
Maybe I could convince one of our friends to buy my account.
So something else that that Fortnite kind of was like the leader in was like the first, almost like the first one to do it, was make the in-app purchases purely cosmetic with no adjustment of gameplay,
which was
which
great.
is something that which honestly it's a really great thing, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did that.
And it
because-
normalized it a lot for a lot
Yeah.
of games.
Unfortunately, it also normalized how easy it is to spend money on cosmetic items,
Hmm.
which is not the
Because
greatest.
now every game has cosmetic items that you don't want to pay
Right.
for,
and you feel like an idiot if you don't buy at least one.
right. Like that's how it was with Splitgate. Remember when we
Yeah,
temporarily played that?
Remember that? We played Splitgate for like a month solid. Did you know they're still shutting down their servers?
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's sad because I actually really enjoyed that game.
Me too.
And I spent what, $20 on it?
We spent
when I first
$20
played
each. Remember we got matching skins.
Yeah, because it was fun and we enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and I think that it still has potential. I heard that they were making a new game, like a new like Splitgate 2 or something, and they just wanted to not devote as much resources to the first game.
Right.
That's what I
Splitgate
heard.
was another one of those games that people were looking at as a competitor for Fortnite.
I think we should do a Splitgate memorial.
Rest in peace,
Um,
Splitgate. Is it the servers
episode.
are up right now? Still,
Oh my
they're gonna
God.
get shut down.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd
if
be
they're shut
cool if
down
we were
yet.
able to do a memorial episode of a Power
Yeah.
Hour.
Rest in peace. My gosh, the people at the bottom of this hill. Oh, they weren't even on the same team.
No, they weren't.
Oh wow, I'm sorry if I took those kills from you.
You're fine. You didn't really. So, sorry, we kind of got off on a tangent a little bit.
Cosmetics though, definitely a big part of it.
Cosmetics.
And I'd say since Xbox, you're probably pretty accurate. Because since Xbox, I've probably spent another $500 on my computer.
Right, like there's another person up here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Try to jump off the zip line and come with me. Oh.
No. Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They hit me as I was falling. Oh my god. Run, run, run.
Is running even an option at this point? Come down here, you
I'll try to snipe them.
not good doer. Why is my screen glowing? Oh my god, I'm turning gay.
You're turning gay?
I don't know, my screen just went rainbow mode. Oh, that guy's almost dead.
Yeah, he's
You could probably get up there and zipline to them. This whole last minute made no sense to anyone who wasn't watching.
Yeah, sorry about that. So cosmetic items. It really you got once you spent one, because I was a free-to-play player for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I say a long time. For most of season 3, I was a free-to-play player. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy the battle pass. And I was just like, I'm only going to buy the battle pass because you get more than enough skins from that. And I don't need anything more than that. I find it dumb to spend more. And then I spent
Want to
more.
get on that zip line and then I'll go up here and we'll sneak attack them?
Where are you?
All right, here. I'll go up and then you go up.
Yeah. They're building, so just,
Go.
go.
Look at that. That's nice.
The other guy's still here too, I think.
I
So
think
I'll
I
look for
knocked him. I think he fell off and they gave me
Oh, cool.
They gave me the points. Oh my gosh. Yep, okay. I do not want to do this with you right now. I'm so sorry to people listening. But there's a very intense battle happening and this guy is one of the people that made me not want to play this game anymore. Because he just built an entire Willy Wonka's chocolate factory on top of me.
Wait, you're not up there anymore?
I'm not up at the top. I'm here with you, though.
We can try knocking it down.
Yeah, he needs to come down here.
If you have something better. He's right there. He's low. He's low.
You know, if you're not watching, what are you doing? Start watching. Something awesome is happening. We're about to
So it's
have victory over the world.
cosmetic items are in the game. So there's a few
God.
types of
Yes, cosmetic items are in the game.
there's a few types of cosmetic items. Skins are the main thing.
Yeah, there's so many different things you can buy too. That was really smart of them because they can make a lot of money off of people.
Right. So there's skins, gliders.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Oh, they fell down a little bit.
I think
So
this is
the
the end
skin-
of us.
There's skins.
Entertain the viewers while I try to battle.
Yeah. So there's skins, gliders. Trying to think of what else. Emotes. Emotes are the major thing. Pickaxes. I think, and back blings. Although back blings usually come with a skin.
Yeah.
So you use this to customize your character, but they don't they don't intentionally modify gameplay mechanics. So occasionally you might have a skin that accidentally like has a bigger hitbox or something, or like looks like it should have a bigger hitbox but doesn't. Um, Occasionally you have skins like that, but for the most part they have stayed true to that, and no purchase you can make in the game affects how the gameplay works. Um, and having cosmetic items that don't affect gameplay is a big thing, because before this point there were a lot of games that were pay to win. I believe Call of Duty was one of these. Was one of the most popular ones, where you could buy like a gun earlier than you would have been able to earlier. But Fortnite did away with that, because there are free to play
Right.
free to play people.
I'm kind of at a more peaceful point now. I feel like I can speak a little bit. They set a precedent, which was
Right.
really nice, because you don't see that many games these days that really do that anymore. Like, make you buy stuff to win.
Right, and it's kind of nice because like, and I feel like a game like gets naturally hated on if it does that.
Oh, my booty.
So, oh, that was so anticlimactic.
I didn't know how
Oh.
long that drop was. Look
Oh
at
my
this guy.
god.
This guy we were fighting, folks at home, was a insane person. They were crazy and they wanted us to suffer. That's all I have to say.
Man.
And,
But yeah.
So, thank you, Fortnite, for kind of fixing some big problems that the game industry had.
Right, but it
Seriously.
also caused a couple problems
It-
with the
It caused a
with-
few, but I'm glad that it fixed that one, because that one was
that was a big one that
awful.
was plaguing. Like it gave way to, this is already kind of a problem before Fortnite, but it gave way to loot boxes being more of an issue because because now people are like, well, I can gamble and get this cosmetic item for like,
right.
you know. I think actually Overwatch was one of the first to do the
That's true.
cosmetic only, because that's like what I'm, because that was the first one I was
The
thinking.
thing that really annoys me though is when you pay for a game and then there's loot boxes that you can pay for to get skins.
Like Battlefront 2.
Like Battlefront 2 and honestly Overwatch, it's annoying that it does it. It's like, I paid for the game already.
Right.
I understand the concept. It works better with Overwatch, I think.
I think Overwatch does it well.
Because
But, like-
the skins really don't add anything
Right.
other
But-
than cosmetics.
I think, doesn't Battlefront 2 like, don't like some of the things you get in loot boxes like actually help you?
Yeah, it's an well, that's an EA game, so
Well, and here's the flip side to something like that. Apex Legends is also an EA game, and there isn't that much. There isn't like that many times where you. Apex has the same concepts. None of the stuff impacts gameplay.
yeah. I'd say
Which
Apex
is-
is a lot more practical with what you do spend money on.
Definitely.
I
Like,
wish that they didn't block characters behind a paywall. Obviously, you can get them,
oh,
but
you know what? I completely forgot about that aspect because I
because you
got
have them
the
all, right?
because I got the Champions Edition or whatever, so that I could get all of them. I don't have all of them currently because there's been new characters since I got that, but
Right. But it's kind of the fact that you have to pay for part of the game, and that really can be something that you have a disadvantage from.
right, because there's a lot of characters that are definitely 100% better than others.
So that one is actually one where it's kind of
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. You're completely right. My bad.
It's
My bad,
okay.
fam. I just really love Apex
I
Legends.
love Apex, and I think that we're gonna give Apex its own time of day here, probably
Definitely.
sooner than you might think. Oh my goodness, there's a crazed lunatic trying to destroy us.
So, the economy of Fortnite.
I feel like
Do you think
I think we've
we've covered the
covered the
bases?
basis of that
After this,
subject. So
after this game, I will. I know I said that before, but after this game, I will check my. I'll check what my account
yeah,
is worth.
I think we should both do that and then kind of uh, put some closing thoughts on Fortnite.
Really? That soon?
Yeah, but I mean that's gonna still be a while. So I just
we're just under an hour right now. Just so
okay.
you know.
All right. So we've covered a lot of Fortnite. I kind of want to go through the seasons and kind of talk about each one and our review
Yes. Okay.
of
we can
each
do that.
season. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
So like we both started
Let's do
off with season 2, and we won't talk about that because personally I don't really remember much about it
I don't remember much about it
because
either.
it was really just like Fortnite. But season 3 was where it kicked off, and season 3 for me personally was some of the most fun I had. Not everyone played it yet, so it wasn't like crazy mainstream, but I was also like, wow, maybe my peers won't laugh at me for playing this one.
Right. Yeah. I really liked season 3. It wasn't my favorite. But this is what corrupted me towards the Fortnite pipeline of spending stuff on the battle pass, because I bought the battle pass and I grinded all the way up to trusty number 2. I don't have the Reaper, unfortunately, but I do have trusty number 2. Because it's literally the coolest pickaxe that has ever been in the game, even to this day.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And I will stand by that, because it can work with so many different things. Plus, I have the Dark Voyager.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat there where I didn't finish season 3 and I was mad about it, but we live and learn.
Right. All right. So season 4.
Season 4 was when I think the game started to be something that I would hear Fortnite in the cafeteria.
Right.
Or
and this
like
is the one. This is the
gym.
one that I really liked.
Season 4 was a great season. Yeah.
They really played heavily into like the lore aspect of this season,
which was fun. And we were gonna get into the lore a bit, but I'm slowly realizing as I try to think through it that I have no idea what the fuck the lore
I could
is
give you
of this
so
game.
The lore started in season 3 with the like there's a meteor, or not a meteor. Yeah, there's a meteor that
That's right, because the meteor hit in season 4.
Right. What was it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, there was something in the sky. There was a meteor in the sky for like the entire season.
Because then it destroyed Dusty Depot.
Right, it destroyed Dusty Depot, and that was in season 4. That was
wow. You know, another thing that we kind of just unlocked a memory. I remember getting on the bus one morning, and like everyone was freaking out on the bus. Like everyone was freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what happened? And they're like, check Ninja's live stream. And I was like, I can't, I don't have my phone. And they're like, oh, fine, here. And I looked and Dusty Depot was gone.
Oh my god.
And literally everyone on the bus was like in shambles. They were like, how could Dusty Depot be Dusty Divot?
I kind of missed Dusty Divot more than I missed Dusty Depot.
I know, Dusty Divot was pretty cool. But I just remember like that whole morning, because like we were so young when it came out, at least like kids in my grade level, that we didn't know there was going to be an update. So we just like woke up one morning and Dusty Depot was gone.
Yeah, I remember that, because I at that point I wasn't completely following the game. I just knew that like the season would end, and like I didn't know that there would be map changes at that point.
I didn't know the things were blobs. I was
Oh
like,
my god, what the fuck?
they blobbed you. They blobbed over
They
to
blobbed me.
you. Yeah, I didn't know they
They
did
blobbed
blobs.
me.
But let's hop into one more while we finish up this
Wait,
topic.
Yeah. So, um, season 4 was really cool because they added superheroes and stuff. And I really liked it, and I really played heavily. They changed map stuff to reflect the superheroes and supervillains. And this was before all the crossovers. So
Yeah.
these were like made up superheroes, like Carbine and Omega. I really like those.
And there was the movie thing going on that was super
Yes,
cool.
Rocky Reels. Or not Rocky Reels, Risky Reels.
Risky Reels was after. It was season 4 is when they were like filming the movie in Moisty Mire. Remember that?
You're right. You're right. My bad.
That I remember having such fond memories of like this looks like because it felt like there was a life on the island
Yeah.
while you
yeah.
were playing, and like you could see like sets that were set up, and then you could look in the loading screens would like show what was happening every week.
Right.
Like it was very
So-
simple lore that we kind of got
Th-
fed once a week with the challenges.
This also was the start of cosmetics that would like upgrade as you play.
That's right.
Unfortunately, this is also because it was the start of that. This was the only season where if you had a cosmetic item that before like Omega, for example,
Mhm.
and Carbine, if you because those are the only two that you could change at that point in time. So if you had Carbine and Omega, but you didn't unlock all of their like stuff at the end of the season, that's it. You weren't able to anymore.
It's so I thought for years that they would reopen it and let me get the rest of Omega and Carbine.
Me too.
But I
And
never
it makes
got
no
it.
sense that they haven't. And like, because I got the final like phase of Omega,
But
but I
not the
didn't get the rest of the
colors.
not the colors. And I
Wanna
remember
know
I
what's
grinded
worse?
on what
I didn't even get the full colors.
like the full like suit. You mean?
I had the full suit, but I didn't have like the bright red. So like
I don't even have any of the colors besides the first one.
right, I didn't get the first color. I had like everything but the first color.
Oh.
So like my Omega looks stupid.
I don't know why, but the way you said that was really funny.
It's so sad.
But it's so.
It was also
the next,
that the various styles that you built all looked bad until the last one. They all look so stupid. Oh my
Right.
god.
except the first one. The
The
first
first
one
one
was
and the last
acceptable.
ones looked acceptable. And then everything in between just looked like nothing.
So moving on just a little bit from that, let's move on to season 5, just so I can talk more about that cosmetic thing.
Yeah, so yeah, season 5 rolled around. There was more of the same. I remember there was like a rocket launch or some stupid thing that happened.
But this was the season that Fortnite was truly mainstream.
Season 5,
Where-
I'd say, was like the biggest time in the history of it.
Yeah. And I remember I woke up before school that day to download Fortnite to update Fortnite on my Switch so I could play a game or two of season 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember doing that.
And that was the first season that I did that too. And I remember really enjoying season 5. I think that was legitimately peak Fortnite in terms of like gameplay and
Season 5 was really
everything.
great. But yeah, season 5 really felt like a sequel to season 4 too.
right. Because that was the first one where it was like we're in the real world. Remember that?
Yeah.
The
that was
rifts.
cool. The rift started. It was peak for the lore too. Everything made sense, but it was still a good mystery going on.
Right.
It got to the point eventually, and we'll get there later, where the lore didn't make any sense anymore. It was like, what's even going on?
Right. And a part of it was all the crossovers. But anyway, continuing on the cosmetic thing, there was Drift and Ragnarok. And you could unlock all of them. However, after season 5, you could still unlock the rest of them
Mm-hmm.
after season 5. And I remember thinking that I was like, "Oh my god, it's cool. So that means I can still get Omega." Nope. Nope.
Oh yeah, I was so excited. I thought that I was gonna be able to get the two,
I'm
but I
still
couldn't.
to this
They could
day, I'm
open
still
it.
mad
They could
about it.
still give it to us. There's still hope.
I know. It's so
It feels so long ago now. Like sitting here playing Fortnite and having like all these turning into
right.
goop and stuff. Like so long ago, the game was so simple. Like there was none of this. It was just guns and wood.
Oh yeah. Man, guns and wood.
I would love to be able to play old Fortnite again, to be honest, because
I miss the old Fortnite.
it really is past its prime. I know a lot of people feel like it's bad to like wish things could go back to the way they were, but I would love to be able to go back and play Fortnite back in like season 5 again and just like not feel
Right.
bad after playing it, because I honestly do feel bad after playing it a lot. Like I'm like, that was kind of a waste of time. All we did was die and lose and suck compared to all these other
Right.
people.
Right. It's it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah,
But
because there's a lot of fond memories, and there's also I have a few bad memories with the game of, especially since we were so young. My friends getting like super mad at me over it, like over not winning.
yeah, I remember that too. Oh,
It's like, you didn't clutch up, you fucking idiot.
yeah, something like that. I remember I had a lot of that.
There's one time where my friend and I were playing, and it was me versus another guy, and my friend was dead, and he was watching, and I like couldn't talk on the mic, and I was just trying to no scope the last guy, and the last guy was on like 50 health the whole time, and I had 100, and I just like slowly died. It took like 10 minutes of me trying to no scope him. My
Oh
friend
my
was
God.
so mad.
I probably would be mad too.
I
if
know
I'm
that
being
you
honest.
I know that you'd be mad too. But it was so I've never seen him get mad like that before. Ever.
Uh-huh.
But he was so mad. He like quit the game. He was like,
Oh
we're
my
not playing
God.
for a while. Because he wanted to win. And I mean, we used to count our wins and compare them with our friends, and it was always a big competition.
I remember there used to be a
Also,
like,
this shit is
believe-
back. Look at this. It's the thing from whatever.
Season X, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. But we can move on to season 6, and
I
think
don't
we
have a
can-
lot of memories of
yeah.
season 6.
I think we can
but,
clump
like,
together a lot of stuff here too.
yeah,
Like,
season 6, 7, and 8 for me are like very merged together.
yeah, I love season 8. I think season 8 I'd say was my favorite season.
I don't remember what happens in season.
Season
8.
8 was the pirate.
That's about when I started like fading away.
Yeah,
from the
season
game.
8 was the pirate season.
Oh, was it? Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that season. I love that season. Never
Yeah,
mind. I do
and
remember that season.
There was like the ballers.
yeah. Well,
I
I don't
honest-
like the ballers, but
Oh, I thought they were fun, but they were very unfair.
mhm. What is this stuff? What is it going on with my screen?
But season 9 was like futuristic.
Uh huh.
And it started to get to the point where the lore started to become a little confusing, like what's actually going on.
Right.
Because then all of a sudden we were 100 years in the future, or something.
Uh huh.
And there were people like the gaming community that was left with Fortnite, because I think that the mainstream community had pretty much been gone by this point.
Yeah.
Like the community that was left was getting annoyed by it. The gimmicks. Every season would have a gimmick that was.
That's about where I was at, because I was like, I don't
Yeah.
really like all these gimmicks. I just kind of want to play the game.
Yeah, and I mean the gimmicks never stopped, because now we're
Right.
sitting here turning into slime and gooping around,
Yeah.
which I think is stupid. Like it's fun, but it's stupid, and I'd
Right.
rather just play the regular game.
So that's up to season X. I don't have any experience with chapter 2 as a whole at all. Like the little experience I do have is like not enough to warrant like
Right.
just talking about.
I can
And
kind of loosely
unless-
say some things about it.
Okay. Was Spider-Man, was that like the last one?
Spider-Man was
was that chapter
Spider-Man was
3?
the time when we came back to it.
Was that chapter 3
That
though, or
was
that
the
chapter
end
2?
of chapter 2, I believe. So we can get
Okay.
there, but chapter 2, I felt like was the dawn of the new Fortnite that started.
Yeah, the
And
HUD. They changed the HUD.
they
I was kind of
changed-
upset about that.
Yeah, they changed the HUD. They changed everything really. Like there was things they didn't need to change that they just changed, which is
Yeah.
fine, I guess. But there did come a point where it was like this feels like it's a game for little kids now.
Right.
I mean, I think we've also been overlooking the fact that they completely reset the game and changed the map to be a new map.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. That was like that was a cultural reset. Like
Yeah, everyone was
everybody
mad
was
about that.
like, I thought they were gonna do what Apex did, which
And
is like
rotate them.
rotate the maps, but no, they just straight up didn't have a second map. Like they just stopped using the map that they had already. And like it was kind of weird. Because like most game developers try to like use the assets that they have after like
Yeah.
you
There's
know
a ton of people like gliding around. This area is awesome, by the way.
Have you not been here before?
No.
This isn't new to this season. It's been here.
Yeah, this was here last season. I didn't play last season at all, though.
Oh, I actually hit someone. Oh my god. Didn't actually expect to hit them.
But yeah, chapter 2, suddenly everyone kind of agreed that Fortnite felt
hit
like
hit those barrels. Hit those. Okay.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Everyone felt like it was a kid's game.
Yeah, that's when it really started
It
to
felt like a
change.
kid's game. I mean, everything was becoming more of a cartoon.
Yeah,
The
now they
guns-
actually have like cartoon skins too.
Yeah, the guns became cartoons. Like there was the bosses and stuff that felt very like.
I loved the Storm King. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That I loved.
And they never did anything like it ever again.
And I love.
Sad.
I have the glider that you got from beating him too, which is like kind of rare now. I think.
Yeah.
I think
I
all the
have it.
umbrellas are kind of all the early umbrellas are rare. One of my biggest regrets is that I didn't get a umbrella from every season that I played.
You know what else happened at the start of chapter 2 that killed the game?
But
They removed all the limited time modes.
they did.
And they started
I don't remember that.
phasing. Well, I mean, they're not here anymore. Like solid gold and jetpacks.
Oh my god. No, they are. They are now. Yeah, they are. They occasionally drop them in. They're
It's
just,
not
like, during events.
It's not the same though.
It isn't the same, no.
Because it
but,
used to be.
Because now you can find them all on creative if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but it won't be 100-person lobbies. You know, that was a huge change because like, it was like, you'd sit there for 3 hours with your friends playing Fortnite Battle Royale, and then you'd get bored and you'd play whatever game mode was out, and they did a new, unique, like, cool game mode every week, and it changed
Yeah,
every
I do
week.
remember that. I do remember that.
And they updated every week, and it was always fun. And then chapter 2, it was like, okay, there's 50 versus 50, and there's regular, and we kept waiting and waiting, and
It wasn't
like,
even 50v50 at that point.
it was like
520, remember?
yeah, and there was also like the other version, Team Rumble.
That's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
Team Rumble. And
There's a golden chicken over there.
oh, that was a huge point of this game is not as fun anymore.
Right.
And then yeah, the end of chapter 2, we finally. And throughout this whole chapter, by the way, you saw this. If you want it, you can have it.
Yeah.
I saw it first. Throughout chapter 2, Connor and I know our friends were playing pretty consistently. We weren't really playing at all throughout that.
Yeah,
I played bits and pieces. Like I hopped on every season to get the umbrella.
Yeah, I wish I did that because I kind of regret not having all of them now. It'd be nice to have the whole collection.
Yeah, I believe I have the whole collection. If we can get this one ever. We finally got back to playing when they came out with the Spider-Man stuff, and We generally kind of have the paid, not the paid, but the tie-ins started to.
Yeah, like
The first
the
tie-ins came in
crossover
season one.
the
chapter
crossovers
one,
are
but-
like the crossovers are okay up until they added Marvel like as an entire season.
This, yeah, Marvel. I was excited because I thought it was gonna be, because it was chapter 2 season 4, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a sequel to the first season 4, and they're teasing it to be superheroes, and then it comes out and the battle pass is all Marvel superheroes.
There's somebody rebooting.
Yeah, and I was like, this is so lame. Like, I don't want to play as Thor. I could give less of a shit about playing as Thor. I want to play as the cool
Right.
original characters, and I'm
Well,
glad
it's canon. It's canon in the game, in like Marvel too.
it's canon in Fortnite and Marvel. Like,
Oh, they got the reboot off, but I killed the guy first.
yeah, I think we got him. Oh my God! Look up.
They're dead.
They might have
They probably have
balloons.
probably. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why I remember now why balloons aren't a thing anymore. Oh no, they got knocked.
Oh yeah, most of them did. There's one more guy over here though who's not dead. They're fighting over there, like in the air and stuff. But Fortnite was just not the same.
There's a guy over here who's really low.
Oh my God,
He's like literally one shot. I mean that seriously. I don't just. But yeah, Marvel. I think that actually was the thing that really like killed my interest in the game, like almost permanently.
yeah.
Because because I loved the original season 4 so much because they were original like creations by Epic Games, and we'll never see that again, like ever.
Yeah, they've kind of gotten back to it.
I don't even think they've gotten back to it. Like they have, but they aren't like.
It's still not
They're
the
still-
same as it used to be. So
Yeah. So, moving on from that, so we got to Spider-Man, and now we're kind of just here. Like nothing
mean,
has
yeah.
really changed
we
that
came
much.
back for Spider-Man, and
We've stuck around a little bit, but it's like nothing has really changed all that much between then and now.
yeah, it's still pretty overridden with tie-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's constant tie-ins. I mean, right now there's like a Cypher skin out, which I believe is a YouTuber who does this game.
Right. And then there's Gwen. Spider-Gwen is the tier
Yeah,
100
so
skin.
that's another tie-in. The tier 100 is always a tie-in now, pretty much.
Which is kind of annoying. Because I remember the tier 100 skins were always amazing.
They used to be like
before.
awesome skins. That was
Yeah.
their whole thing, is just that they were awesome.
And I mean, some of the crossovers are really cool. Like I loved Goku being in the game. I like Indiana Jones. Like,
Right.
and then there's Fortnite Crew, which is kind of weird.
Fortnite
Like,
Crew is
I-
a good idea. That's something I would have loved to have back.
Right.
When I played pretty heavily.
I mean, I have Fortnite Crew because it's just convenient for me to like instead of having to buy the battle pass whenever I get in my
Right.
Fortnite phase, I just have it, and then I have more than enough V-Bucks to spend on whatever I want to as I'm playing the game.
So it is worth
And
it.
it's only like what, $10 a month too. Like it's not
Yeah,
that much.
it's pretty good.
So
Look at these two guys. Oh my god.
so yeah, that's like
That's
like
our
it.
that's the history of Fortnite according to Jake and Connor. I mean, we went through the history and then we kind of went through
our
every
own personal-
season, and we went through our
Yeah.
personal. I guess kind of going towards our conclusion, because we're gonna look at our.
well,
what our
I have a
accounts are
couple
worth.
things. I have a couple things I'd like to do in the lobby. Well,
Okay.
before we end
Okay,
it
we can do that
completely.
too. But
But,
like, how has Fortnite affected you? Like,
It made me the gamer that I am today. Like, I can't say that it hasn't. It like made me. I loved video games before that, and I think Minecraft is really responsible for it. But like, it truly made me like It made me more competitive in video games. It made me want to be good at video games instead of just watching like people play like Minecraft Hunger Games or something. It just was like, it was, I don't want to say life-changing, but it definitely changed how I viewed gaming as a whole. Come on, Jake, no! Jake,
I
no!
couldn't get out of there.
Oh.
That whole thing was stupid. I hate getting stuck as a one without a teammate.
Right.
And the reboot system is so hard to use.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, if I had survived, I would have probably met the same fate as that guy just did.
I would like to say the reboot feature. I would like to talk about that real quick because that
We can
was
go to the
something-
lobby now, though. And...
I already went. That is something that I will swear up and down Fortnite stole from
Oh yeah, they
Apex.
stole that from Apex because people enjoyed it in Apex.
That was the one thing
Yeah.
that Apex had that Fortnite didn't, and then they stole it.
Yeah, they absolutely stole it.
That and the movement mechanics, which are now in the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
No build was the best time, I think, in Fortnite since like the OG days,
Since the
like when they had
death, quote unquote.
yeah. I liked no build because it fit my playstyle. I think, isn't it still a thing? Can you
think
still
so.
play no build?
I believe so.
Yeah, you can. Zero build, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a really great idea. But so let's check our Fortnite net worth. So
Okay.
let's see if I can figure out what the website is to look at this. Fortnite account worth.
Yeah, see if you can find the website. But yeah, what you said pretty much summed it up for me too. I mean, without Fortnite, I don't think I would care about games as much as I still do.
Uh-huh.
Like it, because it gave me. It was one of the first games that I was able to follow and stick with. Because I don't usually. Stick with games. I usually beat them, then be done, or I just try them out and then be done.
Right.
So as much as it gets hate, and I don't blame
So
people for hating on it because it has had its up and downs and it's had its different fan bases through the years.
So
It is an important game, and I want to talk about the impact of the game for our conclusion. I feel like that's gonna take up a lot of time though. In general, I'd rather just do the
Yes.
skins
Okay.
anyway.
The hell? Where is it? I had.
Rare
I had
is
it.
blue.
I had a 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. What did I do? 6, 7, 8.
Are you
9.
getting a? Are you getting
No,
Melvar?
I was trying to.
This isn't
going
gonna give us an accurate-
a way to make my screen go back to like just us, just our.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think. So let's look at this.
Well, what's
So-
the... No, I don't think it would give us an accurate idea even if we put everything
I
in
sent
for
it
what the
to
account's actually worth. Because
2,
like
3, 4, 5.
a skin
6,
can
7,
be
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there's a better way to do this. I think there's a different website that like actually just like you put in your.
And we're back.
Yeah, we entered all of our stuff in there. We entered all of the skins. We're gonna like give a more. We're gonna say more what we did, but you know, like this is just a generalized.
Right. So how many uncommons do you have?
Uncommon skins, I have 3. I don't buy very many uncommons.
Yeah, I have 6. It's weird because uncommon is the one I have the least of.
Yeah, it's because none of them are in the battle pass.
Yeah,
And, like, there's
none of them
fewer-
are super cool.
Right.
So they're not really uncommon. The rarities don't really mean anything. It almost seems like.
Right. How many rare skins do you have?
I have 17.
I have 9.
Beat you out.
I guess so. You're probably gonna beat me a little bit because I think you've
I've played a bit
in
more.
general more than me.
Yeah. I have 65 epic.
I have 62 epic.
Oh, we're not too far off. I think
Right.
a lot of them are in the battle pass. That's why. They're
Yeah.
probably similar. And I have 52 legendary.
I have 44 legendaries.
All right, so let's calculate our supposed value, which is probably not very accurate to anything.
Error. I probably should have to hit 1 for this.
Yeah, I put 1.
Why is it not?
My value is ludicrous. I just want you to know. Can I sell it for this amount? Because I will right now. There's a button to.
Oh my god. 691.75. That's just the skins.
Yeah, I have 793.86. That's just the skins.
So let's subtract like 120 from that, just for battle pass sake.
Okay. Yeah, because we probably bought about that many battle passes.
So I'm actually gonna do the math for this because
I
I'm
wonder if that
curious.
means that I've spent $793 on the game, or if that's just like how much I'd be able to sell it for. According to this website, it's what I'd be able to sell it for.
I think that it's adding up all of the like generally how much all of it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We could actually do this ourselves too, but
We don't have to. It's just more for
so
fun anyway. So
minus 150 or 120, say. Minus 120. And then we'll multiply it by like 3.5, we'll say.
wait,
I
why are we
think.
multiplying it by 3.5?
Or 2.5. Because you have the harvesting tools and you have the gliders, which are
Okay.
two that you
Yeah.
can and would buy and shop if you had the opportunity to. And then you have the back blings, which don't really count that much, and then you have the emotes that don't really count that much, and the wraps that don't really count that much. I will say, multiply it by 2. Actually,
Okay.
because
What is this math for?
wait, hang on,
Why are we doing math?
I'm doing math. You don't have to do math. If you
Okay,
don't want to.
I'm anti-math. I'm gonna not do math.
I'm actually going to double the amount I'm subtracting it by because I'm realizing what percentage of my skins are actually battle pass skins. So majority of them are. So that's minus 240.
A masked majority.
Minus 2. So I'm gonna do this math right now on a calculator.
Oh my gosh.
So we have 691.75 minus 240 times 2. So 903.5. I would wager I've spent a little bit more than that, but I think about 1,000 is an accurate.
Yeah, I'd say it's about the same for me.
Okay, so before we
Or
end
how
this
much I
off,
spent.
I want to do one last thing.
Okay.
Show me your favorite skin.
Okay.
We're gonna do several of these. So show me your favorite skin.
My favorite skin.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
I'll
this
pick
one.
mine too. Probably Interburger. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like Plague. Plague is
I
my
know.
favorite skin.
I know. I was certain.
Um,
But mine is definitely the Durburger.
do you have the Ice King emote that shows you your
I-
harvesting tool?
Believe so.
Show what your favorite harvesting tool is if you do.
Okay.
Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll actually look at it with you because I'm not
Alright,
on
let me
that
see.
screen currently.
Oh, definitely this one.
Okay. Hang on one sec, and I'll look with you. Oh man, there's so many good ones.
Sorry to people listening also for having probably no clue what we're talking about. We're, I think, comparing our favorite things, but
Yes, we are.
you can also always just like look at, because Spotify does have the video feature now. We've been uploading
Right,
as videos, so like if you're busy, you can always just take a glance at the screen for this type of thing too.
right.
Okay, ready?
I am ready. Yes.
It's gonna be this one.
Ooh, that's awesome. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a guitar, but it's also pretty like badass.
Mine is trusty number two.
Yeah, you mentioned that too.
You obviously can't show it, but what's your favorite glider?
Oof. Probably as basic as it is, probably the one shot glider.
I don't know. What is that?
It's the
Like,
John
describe
Wick
it.
umbrella. It's just a black umbrella.
Oh, yeah. The
Goes with
umbrellas are
everything.
really cool.
Goes with
They're really
everything.
good.
I don't use any of the other gliders really, unless they really go with the skin, because I think most of them look pretty stupid.
Right. My favorite glider is this Cloud Strike. It's the basic glider model, and it's one of the few that are like, it's one of the few like epic gliders that aren't like altered from the basic model.
Yeah, there's
And
never a
it's
glider that I get that I'm like, oh yeah.
yeah, well, that was the one that I did, like, because I love it so much. All
Mm,
right, your favorite emote, or well, no, before that, do you have a favorite contrail?
no.
I do. I like the OG Lightning from season 4.
Okay. Actually, I think I like All Star, the one that's just stars from season
That's
3.
fair. Okay, now what's your favorite emote? Not the funniest one, not the one you use the most. Your favorite.
Hmm.
This one's probably harder for you, isn't it?
I have so many that I like.
I do have the wave. Yeah. Okay. Did play in season 2.
It's between like 3 for me that I can think of.
Okay. I'm going through all of them real quick. Oh, I know what mine is. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
I love this emote so much. That's amazing.
That one's definitely my favorite. The popcorn's really good too.
I like the popcorn because I'm always reminded of the there's a meme that went around. Remember when Thanos was in the game for the first time?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a meme where he's like shooting this giant laser out of the Infinity Gauntlet, and there's just a guy behind him eating the popcorn, and
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da. That's what Connor's doing now, by the way, in the Fortnite. Anyone listening?
All right, but I think that's
So yeah,
that's
concluding thoughts on the game.
Concluding thoughts.
My
Man.
my main thing I want to say is I feel like Fortnite legitimized gaming in the world culture, and it's hasn't been the same to be a gamer since Fortnite.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
I think that a lot of people now have played a game and understood what a game can be in today's
it
world.
understood why people play them and why people love them so much.
Yeah, and why people are obsessed with them. And I feel like that was really a moment, Fortnite, when everyone was playing in those peak seasons, when I could actually, for one day, talk to the kids that would never bat an eye at me about something that we had in common.
Right.
Was when
I
I
had the same
truly
experience.
was when I
Yeah.
truly knew that games connect us all.
Oh, you said it. You said the thing.
I did.
All
So
right. Is
that
the
was a
end?
big reason I wanted to make this video / episode of the podcast.
So, let's talk logistics for a second. Do you think that we will continue the power hours from here on out?
I think that should be a mystery.
As episode-
that we leave that we. I think this is something we should think about. But if you never
Okay.
see another one of these, then the answer is no. And if there is another one of these, then the answer is yes.
And if they only exist on the YouTube channel, then we'll know.
Then you know that we made them as YouTube exclusive episodes.
Yes.
That are not really
yes.
podcasty, but it is an experiment, and I think it went well. I enjoyed.
I think it went
this
well. There's a couple
format.
times There were a couple times where we went kind of quiet.
There
Talked
is
about the
yeah,
game a little
there
bit
was
much,
times
but
where we were kind of distracted, but that's also part of this game specifically. We would never have that problem really with Minecraft or something. So,
right.
um, but I guess we'll find out if there's more of these, and we'll see what the people think of it too.
Right. Right.
So,
So yeah.
thank you
Thank
very
you guys
much.
all for
Indeed.
listening. And I want you all to remember, games don't just connect you to us, they connect us to you as well. Thank you for listening and watching and enjoying, and we'll see you in the next episode. Jake, I don't think that face
Bye.
is a Bye.